Hey man, this is nice. All right, y'all. Look, man, we are here. I don't know if y'all watched the early evening show. If you do watch the early evening show, you know the young lady that's sitting to my right or left, depending on how you seeing this, because it's virtual. But Flykickz came in. She came in studio, gave a great interview. We talked about her whole journey through the art space. But now she coming back to tell y'all about a project that's near and dear to her heart. And I'm glad she's sharing it with me so I can share it with y'all. Without no further ado, give it up for Flykickz. How you doing there,
Thank
beautiful
you.
lady? How you doing? How's the day going so far?
Man, the day is going amazing. I am super excited. Today is going to be a big promo day for me to prepare for my solo show. So, all good vibes and productivity. So, I'm ready to go.
I love it. Way to start. Way to start. So, tell us about this big announcement you got for the people that viewed you on the early evening show. They said, "Man, Flykickz, she's dope. I want to hear more about what she got going on." You got a way that they can actually get out and see your artwork in a live medium. So, talk to the people about that.
Man, I've been preparing for my first solo show in a gallery. Super excited about that because I'm taking over the main gallery of a gallery that I once visited many years ago. And I said to myself, one day it will be cool to have my own show. And they presented me with an opportunity to do that. So I take over the main gallery of Artworks Trenton and Trenton.
Ooh,
So
love it.
that's
Love it.
pretty major for me. So I'm
That
excited.
is major. So first and foremost, talk about that young lady that walked in there that first day that said, "Man, I would like to do a exhibition in this gallery." To the person that actually have it come to fruition.
Man, I remember going to artworks events like Art All Night and being able to have my art featured in their show. And then one day I actually had my piece was like maybe one of 400 pieces, and only 26 or so was selected to be featured in their gallery. And after being there that day, walking in the gallery, walking around with my parents, I said, one day, it'd be cool to kind of take over this main space. And that main space is like, it's not a game. It's a
Right.
lot of walls. It's really big. And I'm like, one day I'm gonna get there. And to just last week I went to an event and I stood there and I looked around and I said, all of these walls are gonna be mine. Like
Yup.
gonna adorn the walls of this gallery. And to see the growth because of the caliber of artist that I am now is, man, it to where I am now to where I started is a lot of growth. And now to do it at the right time. The time is so right where I'm like, man, I've worked hard and I deserve this moment and I'm gonna bask in it. And I'm like, man, like it's just such an incredible feeling.
It is. I'm happy for you, number one. Number two, tell the people when and where and give them the specifics because we're going to say this 4, 5, 6 times because we talked about how big it is. I think it's huge. So I want to make sure the people get the information they need, where they can come out, what day is it, what the location, all that, all the specifics of the exact location.
Okay, so the opening reception, which is in the art world, the opening reception is the biggest day. You have your DJ, you have your refreshments, you have the artists, of course, and then all the family, friends, and true supporters are coming out. So the
Right.
opening reception will take place on November 7th from 6 to 8 in the main gallery of Artworks Trenton, which is in Trenton, New Jersey. Of course, the artwork will be up all month long, but I'm encouraging people to come and celebrate with me at the opening reception. More importantly, because it's a few days after my birthday. So it's like
Hey,
the perfect birthday gift and the perfect opportunity to celebrate more art, more life, and cheers to more experiences. So yeah, and the name that I have for my show is so perfect. It's called Depths of My Soul, and soul like
mhm.
SOLE, like sneakers. So man, I'm like, I really dig deep for this one. So I
Yeah,
can't wait for them to
yeah.
experience it.
Listen, man, I can't explain my excitement, but I'm super excited for you. I can't wait for the people to see it. You got some pieces right behind you now, so if
Yeah.
anybody's watching, that's what you can get. It may not be those. It's not going to be
It's
those
not
exact.
gonna be those. In
Right,
fact, I have created over 25 never before seen canvases for this show. I wanted it to
right.
make it so special. So I actually will only I would fuse in in addition to those 25, about 5 other bigger pieces that were a part of my journey as well. It tells the story of who I am as Flykickz. So those are some pieces they may have seen before, none of which are in the background, but these are some great pieces in the background which they can get on my website. So yeah.
Look, IamFlykickz.com. If y'all didn't know, you can go there. So if you're interested in any of those pieces you're looking at right now, you can definitely go to IamFlykickz.com and work something out if they on there. But talk about the inspiration for the show. You talked about the name Depths of My Soul, talking about sneakers, soul, SOLE, not SOUL. Talk about the inspiration behind everything.
Man, when I first started this journey, it probably was about 90 days ago. Now, to other artists, that is a really late time in the game to be creating the body of work that I wanted to create. Not only that, having the right sneakers, because I was taking donations from so many amazing people, even including you.
Hey, yeah, man, got some of my sneakers up in there.
Everybody was really lending a hand to donate sneakers to me. So I needed all the right material. So I'm doing that all in 90 days. And the issue that the challenge that I ran into with myself was, in order to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish, I really had to dig deep. I had to really be willing to get vulnerable, to show a side of me that many don't get to see. And I was like, that was kind of a scary feeling. Like, how deep are you want to go? Then I asked myself, well, how much do you want this? How far are you willing to go to make it happen? And once I realized that, man, I have to treat this like, what if this is the only opportunity that I get to show them the caliber of artist that I truly am? Like, people have seen smaller pieces from me, but this really pushes it. Like, you have to keep in mind, like, my style of art has rarely been seen or done before. So in itself, it's kind of like very innovative. Not only that, it kind of allows me to kind of be the blueprint for this style.
That's right.
And once I realized, like, listen, this is maybe the first time people have ever seen my work. I want to wow them. And I want to tell a story while doing it. I want them to not only get to know who Flykickz is in my journey, but I want them to know all of the people, places, and experiences that have inspired me throughout my journey. And that's what this work really captures. It even captures something so intimate as cartoons I've watched with my grandfather, where I create pieces based on that, or create pieces that inspire me in my culture and my upbringing, and it's such a beautiful body of work, hence the name Depths of My Soul, because I'm revealing more of myself to the people. And man, I am just so in awe of what I've been able to create that the other morning I flipped my canvases over and I looked at them and I said, who created this? Like, it's really just mind blowing to put to use the leather, the laces, the tissue paper, the sneaker boxes, and really create this body of work. So I want people, when they come out, to have an open mind and an open heart to take in the messages. And, I know how certain things have touched me along my journey. And I hope that when they come, they leave inspired, they leave uplifted, they leave feeling like I feel seen. Like, and I really truly believe that this work captures that. And I can't wait for them to experience it all.
I love it. I love it. So for a person that is not familiar with Flykickz at this current moment, what can they expect when they come to your exhibition?
They can expect just something like pretty masterful, like something beautiful, something like that's authenticity. Like she wasn't afraid to be herself. Like, when I first came up as Flykickz, people could not understand my style of art. A lot of people will often say, why sneakers? Like, only sneakerheads and sneaker lovers are going to like your work. And now I am proud to say they were so wrong. Like, people now look at my work and it goes, it's art. Her medium just happens to be sneakers of which I am in love with because they're so nostalgic and close to my upbringing, and what has inspired me. But they can definitely expect something that has never been seen before, something unique. And it's really about being true to myself, even though that may have felt scary at times. And I really believe that they're really gonna love what I've created. And I've been working very hard to make it happen. But and it's an opportunity for them to get to know me at the show as well. You know, when people are there, I want them to know they can always stop me and ask me a question, engage with me, because I am never that busy to not be able to stop, connect, and engage. So I just want them to come and just have an open mind and it be well received. So
that's right. Tell them about. Look, we can do on this one more time after this one, but tell them about the opening reception, November 7th, Artworks. Give them the full rundown again, because I don't. If you're watching this, I don't want nobody to miss it. I want y'all to be clear. Is you excited? I'm excited. The people excited. Tell them again where they can come, when they can come.
So you can join me at my opening reception on November 7th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Artworks Trenton in the main gallery in Trenton, New Jersey. Now, this exhibition is absolutely free. I welcome you to come out, enjoy some great art, some great music. More importantly, make a purchase, whether it's merch or whether it's art, and just come out and have an incredible time with me. Is an opportunity to for you all to just kind of celebrate this evolution of this art style that I've created, and just come experience something that you may have never seen done before.
That's right. And if you want to get a preview, go to I Am Flykickz. Flykickz with a Z. FIAMFLYKICKZ.com. So make sure y'all go there. If you wondering, you watching right now, like, I'm intrigued by what she's saying. I want to see a little more. You can go to IamFlykickz.com, see some stuff, and then you could come out and meet her on November 7th at the opening reception.
Please do.
But now talk about the sacrifice. You said it took you 90 days. It was a quick turnaround for art exhibition. Talk about all the sacrifice that went in, because all the work, because I follow you on social media. I consider you a friend, so I know a little more than most people, but I want you to share that with more people so they can understand the sacrifice that you've put in to make this November 7th date be something beautiful.
You know, I always tell myself, and I am reminded from my parents, you know, sometimes we do what we have to do what we want to do, you know, and being able to balance art, family, and your personal life and your mental and physical well-being,
right?
It requires scheduling. It requires prioritizing. It requires saying, no, I'm sorry, I can't make it out to your event tonight because I got to get this canvas done in 2 days. I mean, a lot of these pieces were the fastest turnaround I have ever had in my career in general. You know, I have given myself time where maybe weeks, you know, it would take me maybe a week to pick out, you know, to create a piece. And we have to keep in mind, I'm cutting up sneakers. So I'm grinding the sneakers, I'm cutting up the sneakers. And so it's not like sneakers are just the type of sneakers that I want are readily available. So it's a blessing that I received donations for so many people that I've been able to create more at ease. But, you know, just sacrificing my time, you know, when I first started, I was kind of confident, but my confidence wasn't as where it needed to be until one day. I remember dropping off some art to another art show, and I was talking to an artist friend of mine, like, hey, you know, I got this art show, you know, I have a solo exhibition coming up. It's a big deal because it's my first time in a gallery. I want to create 70% of a brand new, like a collection of work, you know, and I want it to be something very near and dear to me. And a woman who I'd never met before, she leaned over, she goes, that's really ambitious of you. But as if to say I couldn't do it. Right. So I took a moment. I said, well, allow me to introduce myself. I am Des, but I go by Flykickz. You know, just to mention, like, I have created events in less than 3 months sometimes. It's not a matter of if I, is when I. Because I will do it. So once I think that sometimes we get little messages throughout our day to say, I'm going to tell you something you need to hear to kind of add that fuel to the fire to kind of get you going. And that got me going. I was like, I can do this. Watch me do it. And, you know, I put it out there to people that I needed sneakers. Next thing I know, sneakers are coming in from everywhere. And it's like, now I'm like, no more sneakers right now until December because I'm flooded with sneakers on my floor, on my shelves and bags. And is having the mental willpower, because there are days where I said, you know, I need a day. I need a day to take an intermission, because I want every piece, there are pieces that are in a series of 3 that tell their own story. And then there are pieces that are just individual. Every piece is really supposed to tell its own story, but as a collective, they're all a part of me. So I had to remember to take the necessary breaks so all of the pieces didn't look like the same thing, because they weren't the same thing. And it's creating the concepts and think about the writing on the wall, what I want to convey. And it's also incorporating so many different parts of me that people rarely get to see. And there are times where in the process where I'm like, that's a bit too deep. You sure you want to expose that part of you? Are you sure you want to kind of, you want to do it? And I would say, let's just rip off the Band-Aid and let's just go.
That's
because
right.
I am entering a new chapter of my life. And I believe that this art show will take me to even more levels and allow me to experience even more things that I once prayed for, because this art show was something that I once prayed for, so much so that I came up for the name for my show 2 years ago in a dream. The name Depths of My Soul woke me out of my sleep, and I said, whenever I have a show, that's what I'm going to call it. So I wrote it down in my journal. And then when I had the opportunity to have my show presented with the opportunity, I said, I know exactly what I'm going to call my show.
That's right.
And so it's just like, it's just such a moment where it's like, we don't always get what we want, but we get what we need. And I've been preparing mentally and perfecting my skills to get to this moment. And now this moment is all of the best parts of me. It's all parts of me, really. Sometimes not even the best parts.
Not even the best ones, right? All of you.
It's all of me. So to be able to just show that this is the caliber of artist that I am. And I'm so excited that now everyone gets to experience this. So it's been a journey, but such a rewarding journey. And I am so elated to kind of have gotten to this space. Like, wow, you know, as a little girl, I always dreamed of being an artist. And I even have a picture that's going to be in my show of me being a little kid in front of a bulletin board that says, I have a dream. You know, and it's like, this was once my dream as a little girl, and here we are.
I love it. And if y'all didn't know what she's talking about, is Depths of My Soul solo exhibition. It's starting at Artworks. Opening reception is November 7th, 6 to 8. And that's what she's talking about right now. And if you want to come see it, please do. Tell them where they can find you at on social media if they want to see all that stuff. And then give them one last plug for the show or the exhibition. I'm sorry.
Yes, you can check out more Flykickz on Instagram at Flykickz. So that's FLYKICKZ. Or visit my website, IamFlykickz.com. Or if you should get lost, you can just go to Google, type in Flykickz, and you'll find out all about me there as well.
Fire. Well, look, man, I'm gonna be there. I can't wait. I know the people can't wait. So if y'all watching right now, make sure y'all check her out. Instagram, IamFlykickz.com. On Instagram, it's Flykickz with a Z. Make sure you get that Z right, because if not, you're going to be all types of other places you don't need to be. But Flykickz, any parting words you want to get to people before they see you on the 7th?
I just want to thank everybody for supporting me on this journey. And from my soul to yours, man, I can't wait for you to come and experience my exhibition on November 7th in the main gallery of Artworks Trenton.
Main gallery, baby. You done moved up in the world, girl. Love to hear. But look, y'all, make sure y'all go check her. Depths of My Soul solo exhibition. Opening reception November 7th, 6 to 8 at Artworks Trenton. This has been Flykickz, man. My name's Ty. Early evening show. We'll see y'all next time. Peace, love. And we done.